I just wanted to get this set in before we start doing winter nails for, you know, winter for real. So I'm going to be using Naio's colours to do this set. It's going to be an acrylic set. I have got Cotton Candy, Rose Glow. This is a really nice cover colour. Tropical Sea. It looks like that. It's really nice. Passionate Purple. This is also one of my favourites. It looks like this. And Clear. Ta-da! Crystal clear, actually. I'm going to be using some water decals from Beauty Big Bang. I've had these for a while and I absolutely think they're just adorable, so I'm going to be using a couple of those. And I'm going to be using the Mermaid Scales Opal Purple to Green from Capsass Nail Creations. I love these scales, they're perfect. I'm also using Celebration glitter from, no, I did say it right, I haven't got a lisp, Celebration. It sounds funny. Glitter from Now Sugar. I don't think this is available anymore. It was part of a one-off set, but I haven't used it and I just thought it would be ideal for this set. I'm also using a mix of all the mini Mylars from Now Sugar, and I've put a little bit of clear acrylic in with these. So yes. Right, you've probably seen this nail trend going around called the 3D French smile line or something, 3D French nail. I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and give it a go because it looks flipping amazing. And I just spat everywhere, then I spat all over my phone. I'm getting excited. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by creating an extended nail bed. So this is pretty much like the reverse smile line. In fact, it is the reverse smile line method. I made an utter mess here. My bead started to set before I could pull it down and I was like, oh my god. So I'm going to put another bead over the top just to, you know, even that bit out. And then when I do these nail beds, because I don't cap them afterwards, I always go a little bit too mad with the acrylic and I make it quite bulky. But so I think I go on with an even, like with another bead. I mean, that is plenty thick enough. But I always doubt myself. So I'm thinking, you know, it's going to be, I'd rather put too much on and file than not enough. And you know what I mean? So that's what I do. That's what I did. So I'm going to leave that to set and then we will come back to that one. This is going to be one of the, I saw Kylie Wary do a set of these and she done a whole set and she said it took her 3 hours. So I'm like, I'm not brave enough to do a whole hand. So we're just going to do one nail and just keep going back to it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm using Cotton Candy on the pinky. I faff here a lot. I'm like, why did I take such a small bead? I needed a bigger bead than that. And yeah, I end up having to get another bead. And I think I even get another bead. And I'm like, what? Look, I mean, how pathetic is that bead? What am I doing? I hope you can probably hear my washing machine and my tumble dryer in the background. Unfortunately, they're noisy and I need clothes, clean clothes. So I hope they're not too annoying. I've picked up a little bit of the Celebration, it sounds really funny saying Celebration glitter, and we're just going to cover this whole pinky with this because I don't know what it is. When I do a set, if I'm going to have a full glitter nail, I don't know why I like it to be the pinky. I don't know why. I was trying to pick up some of that smaller glitter as well because it looked really, really nice. My washing machine is on spin, so hopefully it shouldn't be going on too much longer. So I just thought I'd put a little bit more around the edges, and then what I will do is later on I will cap this, and then we're going to put one of the water decals on this finger. The little seahorse is going to go on this finger. How pretty is that? There are little dots in the mix as well, but I didn't pick up a dot in this for this finger. These vinyls are really nice. I was so happy with how they looked on this set. They looked mega. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this Tropical Sea acrylic at the free edge. It is a little bit difficult to work with. It's one of those ones that marbles, but if you sort of work at it, it sort of mixes the pigment in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to this one. I'll leave the acrylic to set up, and then I will come back to it so that the stickers stick onto the set acrylic. Yeah, that makes sense. So what I'm going to do now is, yes, I have popped the finger off the hand. No, it's not a real hand. I've had some videos where people are like, oh my god, I nearly died when she pulled the finger off. It's not a real person. It's okay, I promise. What I'm going to do is file around the smile line. You want to make sure this is nice and horizontal. You want to make sure it's a nice straight wall, because yeah, I didn't do a great job at this, but I tell you what, it was my best goddamn colour block nail I'd ever done in my life. So you want to make sure your wall is, see how thick that is, oh my gosh. So what you need to do is, you need to put the acrylic right up the wall, and then you need to kind of blend it down so that it's really thin at the bottom, but all the way up the top, all the way up to the top. Oh, am I making sense? Go and watch. Actually, I will leave the name, before I forget, I'm going to leave the name of the person who, I don't know if she first done it, but I think she was the one that started this trend. So I'm going to leave her Instagram details at the bottom and go and give her a follow, because her nails are goals. They're really nice. But if you want to watch a video, watch Lorna Andrews, the Ninja Nail Fairy, because she done a perfect job of it. I was like, what? That's so good. And Kylie Wary also done a set like this, but she done it with gel polish on acrylic. Like, it was an acrylic set, but she, instead of using the acrylic like this, she painted the gel polish on. So yeah, so you can go and watch their videos, because they done a better job than I did. I hate to say it, but it was true. But you know what, this is the first time I've ever done it, so I'm not going to be too upset about it, because you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Now what I'm doing is I am capping that acrylic in clear. I'm trying to anyway. I did make an absolute, I don't know, it just, and as I was going down the nail, it got thicker and thicker. I'll show you exactly how thick it got at the end. But it did look pretty good at the end. It just didn't look, maybe I should have done 4 colours instead of the 3. I don't know. Overall, I don't think it was too bad for a first go, but there's definitely room for improvement, as you will see. So when I finally stop faffing around, I am gonna move on back to the ring finger. I'm so glad it's Thursday, because that means it's almost Friday. I love the weekends. So these little scales, I thought they were going to come off in a long line like the dragon scales did. If you saw my Cat Sass nail creations video, it was like an unboxing. I think I've done 2, but the ones with the dragon scales in, the dragon scales come in like a long strip. These mermaid scales are all, I think they are anyway, I think they're all individual. This little strip that was left over in my bag, in the polythene bag, whatever it was, these all came off separately, which made it a lot easier for me to I just found it a lot easier that they were individual. So what I'm doing is, don't worry if the stickers hang off the edge, because you're going to cap it and file it off anyway. So once you've capped it, the edges will just go away anyway. They'll just be filed straight off. File them bad boys away. This one was a little bit too close to the last one. Also, I apologise, this video is longer than usual, but this set was a little bit more, it's a little bit more, what do you call it? There's a lot going on in this set, I think, is probably the right way to describe it. So I'm just going to put all the, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a glitter marble at the top, then we're going to put some of the mini mylars in the clear acrylic, and then we're going to have these scales at the bottom. Oh, they're so good. I love them. I'm just going to put one more at the bottom. And then we will, and they stayed on really nicely. I think it's because I waited for the acrylic to actually set before I stuck them on. So these are these are them, opal purple to green. I'm going to show you later on as well that you can see the purple in it as well, but at the moment you can just see the green. But I do, at the very end, I move the nail around and you can see the purple in it. Oh, it's so nice. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting cotton candy at the cuticle area and just blending it down, because when we start our marble, we want the cuticle area to be nice and neat. So now we're just going to take quite wet blobs of each of the different colours that we're using, and we're going to use the tip of the brush to move the acrylic backwards and forwards and start to create our marble. I like to do it in pretty small beads, if you're braver than me, only because it's like a small area and I don't want to cover the scales too much. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, but then I'm gonna put some of the mylar in a minute. Oh yeah, I just wanted to put another bit of purple there. I'm gonna put some of the mylar between the marble and the scales. Look, they're so gorgeous. This is all of them mixed together. There's 4 different colours in there. I can't even remember the names of them because I literally love them all together. Decadence is one of them. I can't remember. My brain's gone blank. So look, I'm just gonna add that to this bit here. And then I will cap it. I'm actually going to show you me capping this nail, because some people like to see capping and I find it a little bit boring, but I mean, some people like it, some people don't. So I thought, well, look, I'll put one in. I'm going to cap the end first. I did the acrylic underneath was a little bit thicker than it probably should have been, but it wasn't too bad in the end. It was all right. So look, I'm just going to ignore those stickers that are popping out because we're going to file those bad boys away. Then I'm going to go in with a bead at the cuticle area, and I'm just making sure that the cuticle bit's neat. Cuticle. And I think I go in with another bead. Do I go in with another bead? I think I do, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit there. Again, I usually add more product than I think I need, but I'd rather add too much and file it off than the nails be super thin. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't do. So back to the middle finger, I'm going around that smile line again with my Model 1's 180 grit file. We're just going to neaten this bit up, and then we're going to go in with that Tropical Sea, which is a beautiful colour. I don't know why I put so much of this in, because you can't even see me filing. Oh dear. Okay, dust off the excess. Pop the finger back on your client's hand, and then we're going to use the Tropical Sea. And again, see, this is the bit that I mucked up. I mucked this bit up. It was too thick and I struggled to, look, it's just, it's not going well here. But I was trying to like get it all the way up the wall, and then, but then I was making it, it was starting to, I don't know, this bit just went too wrong. I thought, I know, instead of putting lots of little piddly beads on, I'll just try and put a slightly bigger bead. And I mean, look at that big bead, that was a whopper. And then it was just starting all to go tits up. Right here, it sort of went tits up. Oh gosh. And then I was trying to push it in. This is not a tutorial, folks. This is a fluff up. Anywho, so we've got like part of a 3D French thingy and part colour blocked. So it's, yeah, look, and then I thought, like, okay, put a bit more on. I was like thinking, I'm looking back at it now thinking, what the fuck am I doing? You don't need any more acrylic on that bad boy. Look more. Jeez Louise. Stop now, Nats, stop. Cap it before you do anything bad. Here we go, cap. Oh, geez, I'm going to show you how thick it is as well in a minute, once we put the pink on the end. but I'm going to leave this to set before we put the pink on, because I obviously want to file around that smile line again. If you look at, what's her name? Let me have a look on my iPad here while we are doing the voiceover, because her nails are so nice. I think it's a her, actually. Yes, I think it's a her. No, I can't find it. I know, let me look at this one. All right, hang on. The index finger is going to be all purple. This is Passionate Purple, and we're going to put some, because we're going to put one of the mermaids on this finger. So what I'm going to do is I've just left it purple, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the mylar, the mini mylars. Here we go, and I'm going to put them in a swoosh, so a backwards S shape. Right, so and then I'll cap it as normal. The lady that originally done it is called nailcurs_anak. I will leave it I'll leave it down the bottom, but I think she's Russian, but the nails on her Instagram are just absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking here now like, what? Yeah, so anyway, go and check her out and give her a follow, because she deserves so many more followers than what she's got right now. So we're back to the middle finger. This is just me filing it again. Hopefully I don't go on for too long. I'm rolling my eyes now. So I'm just going to put the cotton candy at the free edge, pushing it right up to the top of that wall, and then I will blend it down, making it nice and thin. I'm just going to put a little bit more at the free edge, and then I will cap that in clear again. And it's now that you're going to see just how thick this nail has gotten. But I tell you what, it is, if you don't have an e-file, it would have been a right bitch. But because I've got an e-file, it's not so bad. That was a weird noise. I was just about to say, look. Oh my gosh. See, if I was doing a client or something and they saw that, they'd be like, what the hell? Why have I even come to this person? What has she done to my fingernails? And this thumb, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just right, we'll throw some cotton candy on. And then I was like, right, I'm going to do an ombre. So then I decided that I was going to put Tropical Sea at the bottom. Again, it's a bit marbly, so you have to kind of work at it. Wake it, is it worth it? Do, dip it and reverse it. I don't know the words to that song. Then I'm going to take some more cotton candy in a minute, and I will do it like I'll blend it over the top of the green. Like this. And actually, it blended pretty nicely, I thought. Ish. And then I'm going to put some of the Celebration glitter again. Backwards swooshy thing is going to be going on. I kind of like the backwards swoosh kind of thing. And I also managed to get a dot, one of the bubbles, I think they look like bubbles, one of the dots in this bit. Like literally only one though. But you know what they say? It's better than nothing. So, I've got an Amazon packet coming today, and it's 8 stops away. It's just told me on my phone. Oh, how exciting! I forgot about that actually. And I know what it is. It's just some gel polish. There we go. So that is that. And right, I'm going to cap them all now, and then I will file and buff them. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you me filing the middle nail a bit with my e-file, because you can sort of see that pattern. Look, it's starting to come out now. Ooh, isn't it good? It's the best colour block nail I've done, if anything else, isn't it? So that's it finished. No, it's not finished, sorry. That's it. Look at those scales. They look really nice matted. Oh gosh, I might do them again and leave them matted, because you just get such a nice, like, I don't even know what you want to call it. Oh, this was the Infinity Friend. Look, I've got a little bit of a dink there, which was a bit of a fluff up. But never mind. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, right. So now we want to do the decals. So what I need is, this is a trio set from Model 1s. I was going to say Nail Sugar. You get your base coat and 2 top coats. You get a matte top coat and a shiny one. I'm going to use the base coat because I want a tacky layer for these decals. I'm going to use this little mermaid because she's super cute, and her seahorse friend. Kind of don't want to split them up, so I'm going to take them together and they can both live on this set forever. But look, you get some really other, I don't know if you can see them, but you get some other cute mermaids. Now, don't worry too much. I kind of tried to cut quite close to the mermaid, but the stuff around the mermaid is clear anyway, so it's not going to show up on here. But I would suggest using the base coat and making the nail shiny, plus also it gives it a tacky layer to stick to. If you don't, you will see you won't get that, I don't know, it's really weird, I can't explain it. Anyway, right, we've done that one, and I'm going to put the mermaid on this one. If there's still some of the clear space around the water decal, if you haven't made the nail shiny, it's still going to look matte underneath. That's what I'm trying to say. Which is why, yeah, so, yeah. So you're going to take the, excuse my hands, they're all dry now. You're going to take the film off. There's always a clear film over the top. Put it in a little bit of water. And I'm doing this while the base coat from Model 1s is in the lamp setting. So pop those in there. They probably take no longer than 30 seconds to, if that. But I'm just going to make sure they're completely covered. So these are, I'll leave the link to Beauty Big Bang. I think it's always in my description box in the bottom anyway. So you can find the link to Beauty Big Bang to find, and they're water decals. So what I'm going to do now is, I've used my tweezers to pluck them out. I'm just going to drain off the excess water. And the water decal will literally just slide off that backing. So, look, I mean, it's coming off already. They just literally slide off like that. And you can see any excess that is clear. Do you see what I mean? It's whatever's left around that unicorn. Seahorse is clear. So you're still going to see all that gorgeous glitter underneath. And that's stuck really nicely to the, I really like the colour of that as well, because the colour of the seahorse kind of matched with the scales and the tropical sea acrylic. So then I'm going to put this one over here. I kind of wasn't paying attention and it really stuck on, and I was too scared to pull her off with my tweezers, because sometimes the tweezers are quite sharp and I was worried about putting the tweezers right through her. Fortunately, I was quite happy with actually how the mermaid was placed on there anyway. So it wasn't the end of the world. So now they're stuck on there, you can literally just top coat them in, like to seal them in. Isn't she cute? And I kind of like the mylar underneath. It kind of makes it look a bit bubbly. So you've got a shiny top coat, a glossy top coat, and a matte top coat. So we're going to take the shiny one. You can get 10% off Model 1s, by the way, using code Natalie00. And if you want to place a Nail Sugar order, you can save 10% also using code NatMug10. Brain went dead then. Oh, it's top coat time! It's top coat time. Top coat time! I love this nail. I love this nail. The scales look amazing. I love that they're kind of coming through that marble, that acrylic as well. It's like they're kind of hidden, but they're there. Do you know what I mean? They're not really hidden at all, actually. Oh, they're so pretty. And then this was my 3D Infinity French. I don't know what you call it. Oh look, and look, I'm ruining that bit there too. Oh god, don't look, just don't look. I mean, it's not too bad, but it wasn't quite right. We're going to seal the mermaid in so she can't go anywhere. She's going to be with her seahorse friend forever. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. I'd rock these nails. Actually, I couldn't, because I can't have long nails anymore, because I break them. Actually, I don't break them, but I knock them, and oh my god, my natural nails underneath just die. They don't die really, but they hurt. I love this thumb as well. The thumb looks so nice. There we go. Pop it in the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. Oh look! I'm so happy with this set. I love it. There we go. Pop it in the lamp. and this is the finish. This is finished, but I'm going to give you a close up. Oh, look at the scales. Look at the decal. Look at the glitter. Look at everything. I absolutely love this set. I'm going to move my camera so you can see the scales go from green to purple. Look, look, look. There it is. See what I mean? Isn't that so cool? And then the little seahorse on the end over that glitter, I think looks really nice. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you did like this video, please leave me a like. If you do want to get discount off certain products, you can find my discount codes in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you beautiful at the next one. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you'll turn into a mermaid. Oh my god, that's not a bad thing. You won't really turn into a mermaid. Bye!